Stop letting this type of stuff have any meaning whatsoever. Stop looking at the cute little stories and going, I can buy that. That's what it means. No, take a solid look at this. You'd have been blown out here trying to do that. You're in the process of being blown out here, or you would have already been blown out. And guaranteed what 2-tick Nick does, if he would have shorted this pair here, he has shorted it here, he'd have shorted it here, he would have shorted it when he put this up, he'd be shorting it again, because it's all fake bullshit, because he's not actually doing this trade at all. He's just trying to put up a chart saying, look at how extended the market is. Well, what is this chart really telling you? Take a look at the pair, gold and oil. Oil doesn't get out of hand. It's fairly range bound most of the time. What has caused this move? Well, it's been gold. Gold taking the moonshot. That's all this move means. You could pair that with just about anything, and you would see whatever you're pairing with gold being the overriding one, moving it up. Well, again, if you put the gold on the left here, pushing this chart upwards. That's what it is. What is this chart telling you? Nothing more or less than what you could see just by looking at the price of gold. It's going up. That's all that's happening here. And anything else is just pure bullshit. Because what he's telling you is you should have been short gold at some point. I think over here, Bitcoin to gold. Another ridiculous pairing. See, here's the thing, guys. You can pair anything with anything. And you can just take some not even so fancy math, do a mean reversion on it, take the residuals, and you can turn it into a mean reversion trade. Okay, something that is range bound, that looks like it makes sense. I could do that for you in, I don't know, if I had the data already loaded into my system that I wanted to pair, I could probably write the code and give you a bunch of charts in, 15 minutes, right? It's just not a big deal. You take the residuals out of that trend, what is likely going to be a trending pair, and I can turn that into a mean reversion trade that looks like this, that looks perfect. And it's all nothing but a cute math trick, and it's a sham. Now, I know most people don't understand what I'm talking about, but I could spin you a big yarn, a real super quality sounding story, and I could sell that pairs trade all day long, and it's pure bullshit. It's just something that I did after the fact. You know a little bit of math. You can turn it into a mean reversion trade where you get to call tops and bottoms all day long, and everyone is happy. And I'm here to tell you, in the real world, that shit doesn't fly, nor should it. You should never look at stuff like this. It is completely pointless. And the fact that it happens once in a while, to get back to the Don Herald analogy, is just simply a matter of throwing enough shit against the wall. Everything's doomed, and seeing what sticks. And what sticks is the one you're going to point out, see, I was right, you don't understand, and you're just going to completely forget. Because this is 2-tick Nick's methodology. Completely forgets about the fact that he's never made money in the market. He's a total loser. And forget about all these other ones that he's never going to come back to if they don't work out. Or 3 years from now, something happens to one of them and he'll do the see I told you so. Now, is that reality? No. What did I tell you in the last video about this other loser, Mike Norman? All of this nonsense would be seen more readily by everyone if this guy had to post a portfolio. What type of hay are you trying to make from all this dumb shit? Well, he's done it. He's done it over the years. And now he claims this is somehow some record of what he's doing. Well, holy shit, I hope not. But it's ridiculous. This is not how real money is traded or made. So it doesn't matter whether it's gold or oil, Bitcoin and US dollar. Very common one would be the NASDAQ versus the S&P. Right? That one has probably ruined more traders than I can think of, because everyone knows what the S&P and the NASDAQ is, and they try to pair trade these things. And again, in 15, 20 minutes, I can give you some NASDAQ S&P ratio, turn it into a mean reversion trade, and tell you to trade it short when it's high, long when it's low, and it looks like it's a complete winner. And folks, I am telling you, it's not going to be the way it is. Look at the underlying. Why is that trade doing what it's doing? And in this case, it's simply a matter of gold has been on a friggin' tear. So if you want to do something with gold, why don't you just look at gold and stop with the retarded stories like this. And even since he's posted this thing, just keeps going. And there's no reason either way why this thing is going to go up or down. Let me tell you what's going to happen. This is going to go down when gold goes down, right? That's the simplicity of it. It's going to start dropping back to here somewhere when gold finally starts to retreat. Is that something you needed all this bullshit and all this bullshit to say? Geez, I hope not. And the sad part is this. Evidently, this is from TradingView. Now, TradingView doesn't give a shit. Their story, their job is to help people sell stories, get eyes on their website to sell subscriptions. So they do this for simple marketing. Thanks for sharing your idea. Super Bubble could be a good way of describing the situation indeed. Let's not say anything here, but let's highlight randomly dumb fuck shit like this. And whatever sticks, sticks. The best part is because this guy, thank you, humbled. Yeah. What should have humbled your dumb ass is 5 years of being, I don't know, what are you now, 80% below your high water mark? And I'm probably being kind to you? Anything. Because he's not about making money. That's clear. He's True Tick Nick. RealMacro here is not about making money. It's all about getting eyes and clicks and views and calling tops and calling bottoms. However unsuccessful it is 99% of the time. He wants the pat on the back, and the best part is TradingView will give any clown a pat on the back. Woohoo! It's meaningless. This is going to go down when gold goes down. So why don't you just take a look at gold and decide what you want to do off of that? And better than that, instead of these silly pairings, why don't you actually get a trading algorithm, something that you've been able to test on years and years and decades worth of data to see what actually works without trying to manipulate it, do fancy pants math, which I can tell you doesn't work. Because I can turn bullshit into a story that 99% of you would believe all day long. I wouldn't because I know it's bullshit. I wouldn't because I trade what I tell people I trade. With an actual portfolio, sizing matters, and you can get the same returns I can get. That's what people that don't care about picking tops and bottoms and being the hero, but rather they only care about making money in the market. Everyone claims they care about making money in the market, but 99% of these retail trading clowns do everything to ensure that doesn't happen to themselves. And in Two Tick Nick's case, he's given you years and years worth of evidence that this guy does everything he can to not make money in the market. And this pairing bullshit is just another trick that people play on themselves. And I remind you, you may want to come on over here to patreon.com/Koyas Quantitative, link down in the description. Click this join for free button. For free, you will get better ideas than this bullshit. And I'll see you here.